boys and girls, and welcome to the Puppet Show. At a puppet show, you have to use your imagination. Your imagination is the part of your brain that makes images or thinks of good ideas or sometimes pretends things and is creative. An author uses their imagination a lot. Does anybody out there know what an author does? I'll let you think about it for a second. Well, I know what an author does. An author is the person who writes the words in a book, the person who comes up with the idea of the story and writes it down. Authors use their imagination a lot. That's right. Can an author be a man? Oh, yes. How about a woman? Yes. A girl? Yes. A boy? Yes. Anybody can be an author. What about an illustrator? What does an illustrator do? I know. An illustrator is the person who writes the pictures in the book, like an artist. You can be an illustrator. You can be an author, too. You could write a book. This puppet show is about a little boy named Joseph who becomes an author by just writing down things that happen to him as he is growing up. Almost like writing something from nothing. What do you mean, something from nothing? Actually, that's the name of his book, Something from Nothing. Joseph writes a story about things that happen in his life. He has a grandfather who is a tailor. What's a tailor? A tailor is somebody who makes things by sewing things on a sewing machine or by using a needle and thread. So sit back and listen to the story of Joseph and his grandfather. Don't forget to use your imagination. When Joseph was a baby, his grandfather made him a wonderful blanket. Wow, what a wonderful blanket! To keep him warm and cozy and chase away bad dreams. It keeps me so warm and cozy. But as Joseph grew older, the wonderful blanket grew older too, and one day his mother said, Joseph, look at your blanket. What's wrong with it, Mother? It's frazzled, it's worn, it's unsightly, it's torn. It's time to throw it away. But Joseph said, Grandpa can fix it. And Joseph's grandfather, he took the blanket and he turned it round and round. He said as his scissors went snip, snip, snip. And the needle flew in and out and in and out. Why, I think there's just enough material here to make. Yes, there's just enough material here to make a wonderful jacket. Wow, what a wonderful jacket, Grandpa. I think I'll go out inside and play in it. But as Joseph grew older, the wonderful jacket grew older too. And one day his mother said, Joseph, look at your jacket. What's wrong with it, Mother? It's shrunken and small. It doesn't fit you at all. It's time to throw it away. But Joseph said, Grandpa can fix it. And Joseph's grandfather took the jacket and he turned it round and round. He said as his scissors went snip, 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 and his needle flew in and out and in and out. Why, I think there's just enough material here to make. Yes, there's just enough material here to make a wonderful vest. Wow, what a wonderful vest, Grandfather. And Joseph wore the wonderful vest to school the very next day. But as Joseph grew older, the wonderful vest grew older too. And one day his mother said, Joseph, look at your vest. What's wrong with it, Mother? It's spotted with glue, and there's paint on it too. It's time to throw it away. But Joseph said, Grandfather can fix it. And Joseph's grandfather went, and he turned it round and round and round, and his scissors went snip, 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 and his needle flew in and out and in and out. And he said, why, there's just enough material here to make. There's just enough material here to make a wonderful tie. Oh, grandfather, what a wonderful tie. And Joseph wore the wonderful tie to his grandparents' house every Friday. But as Joseph grew older, his wonderful tie grew older too. And one day his mother said, Joseph, Joseph, what's wrong, Mother? Look at your tie. What's wrong with it? That big stain of soup makes the end of it droop. It's time to throw it away. But Joseph said, Grandfather can fix it. And Joseph's grandfather spun the material round and round, and his scissors went snip, snip, snip. And the needle flew in and out and in and out. And he said, there's just enough material here to make. Yes, there's just enough material here to make a wonderful handkerchief. Yes, a wonderful handkerchief. And Joseph said, oh, look at my wonderful handkerchief. It's just right for my rock collection. And Joseph wore his handkerchief. And finally his mother said, Joseph, Joseph. What, Mother? Look at your handkerchief. What's wrong with it, Mother? It's been used till it's tattered. It's splashed and it's splattered. It's time to throw it away. But Joseph said, Grandpa can fix it. I just know it. And Joseph's grandfather turned the material around and around. And he took his scissors, and the scissors went snip, snip, snip. And his needle flew in and out and in and out. And he said, why, there's just enough material here to make. Yes, there's just enough material here to make a wonderful button. Wow, what a wonderful button. And Joseph wore the wonderful button on his suspenders to hold up his pants. But one day his mother said, Joseph, Joseph, where are you, Joseph? And Joseph came running. What is it, Mother? Whoops. What is it? Well, I just wondered where... Joseph? Joseph! What, Mother? Where is your button? My button? It's gone. Oh, but don't worry. I'll look for it, said Joseph, and he searched everywhere, but he could not find it. He looked up. He looked down. He looked all around, and his mother called after him. Joseph, Joseph, listen to me. The button is gone. It's finished, kaput. Oh, no, no, no. Grandfather can fix it. My wonderful button is lost. Even your grandfather can't fix something from nothing. And Joseph's grandfather shook his head sadly and said, I'm afraid your mother is right, Joseph. I can't make something from nothing. Well, Joseph went to school the very next day, and his pencil went scratch, scratch over the paper. Why, there's just enough material here to make a story, a wonderful story, said Joseph. And that is exactly what he did. He wrote this book called Something from Nothing. And that's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it. Now remember, anybody can be an author. Joseph, Joseph, where is that grandson of mine? Have you seen Joseph? I'm looking all over for him. I'm his grandfather, and I really like the story he wrote.
something from nothing. And remember, you can be an author or an illustrator too. Thanks for joining us today. Goodbye.